Okay, now this is the next video, the second video, and how to put it all together. Creating that essay outline is very important. It's point form, it's your basic ideas. Now we're going to see how we take our basic ideas and start to put them into full paragraphs. In the first video, I showed you how to create your full introduction and your full conclusion. Now we're going to look at the body of the essay. So I'm going to take the example that we used. So my main point number one, she's fun and makes learning fun. My basic idea is my main point, and then my supporting details are right here. Lessons and review are games at times. I give examples. Her class is never boring. Again, I give examples. And the last thing is she does the voices, which engages students, and I talk about that. These examples in a research essay are going to be your research. It's not necessarily imperative that you look up specific research and data for every single point you want to make, but I would say in a 500 to 750 word essay, you should, and it's a research essay, I would say that you should aim to put in at least with one of these points, research, data, statistics that you can put in. So here's how we do this. Mrs. White makes time spent in her classroom fun as well as educational. Now this is my main idea. This is my main point, and you can see this is where it is here. And now the rest of my paragraph is going to be my supporting details. So look at how my sentences are my supporting points. Lessons and reviews are oftentimes games. For example, students have played games with grammar lessons. Play Around the World, a game which helps students to memorize Shakespearean facts, and Teams Games Tournament with To Kill a Mockingbird, so students can remember important details in the book. The games have proven to be highly successful in making learning interactive and fun for students. So that's where it ends point number one. Notice how I take this little thing and I've come up with that big part of the paragraph. It explains how she makes learning fun, it gives examples, and of course it ties back to how she's an awesome teacher. The next point. Her daily routine is packed with various activities, which makes the class go by so quickly. Students read silently, aloud, complete grammar sheets, take up homework, and discuss new ideas and concepts. Mrs. White loves to have enlightening discussions with her classes and shares funny, personal stories. At times, she'll even do things that are unpredictable and humorous. These moments serve to lighten the mood and really create a sense of fun and community in her room. So again, I don't have to bring up every single thing that she does that I've mentioned in here, like the eating the dead insects. I just shortened it to something maybe more articulate and professional, like at times she'll even do things that are unpredictable and humorous. And I sum it up by saying these moments serve to lighten the mood and really create a sense of fun and community in her room. I don't just stop by saying at times she does things that are unpredictable and humorous. I really need to clearly articulate to my audience that, again, it ties back into her being fun and making learning fun. For the very last point, I've said that she does the voices, which engages students. Okay, so right here, I say, one thing students remember well after they've graduated is that Mrs. White oftentimes reads to her students. When she reads books from different geographical regions, she reads with the accent of the area. No student can forget the Southern voices in To Kill a Mockingbird. All of these experiences make students remember how much fun her class was to be in. Now that's one paragraph. That's one point we've made and several supporting details. This paragraph is 431 words. That's almost the entirety of your essay. Almost. In a 500 to 750 word essay, you're going to do this a couple of times, but maybe not all of your points are going to have 3 supporting arguments. Maybe one point is going to have 1 supporting argument. Maybe another point will only have 1 or 2. But maybe another point will have 3, 4, or 5 supporting arguments. That's okay, just as long as your main points do have some really good supporting points behind them. Make sure you watch the next video on how to create your MLA citations and make that formatting correct.